Today I have a request from one of my subscribers who is asking me to make a baked ziti, and it just so happens to be Sunday, so it's an awesome day anyway because I always throw in a sauce. Over here I have an Italian sauce I made. I have a video of this, but have that all set. I put it on early this morning and I just let it cook on low the whole day. So everything's going to be ready to go. And ahead of time I did a few things so it would be all ready for the video for you guys. And Tracy, thank you so much, I wanted to say, for suggesting baked ziti, and my family's very happy to be having this because it's kind of like a lasagna in an easier way. So I wanted to tell you first, while I was letting this cook on the stove, I boiled up some ziti, so this is all set to go. You want to leave it just a little bit on the al dente side because it's going to be cooking in the oven after. Drained it and it's just sitting here to go. I have a pound of hamburger which I fried on the stove in a pan, and while it's on the stove you sprinkle just to your liking salt and pepper and the garlic powder, and then when it's done just put it aside. And then the cheese part is the ricotta cheese. I pre-mixed it all already, but I have one container of ricotta cheese, 15 ounces. I did 1/3 cup of Parmesan Romano, and I did a big heaping tablespoon of garlic powder, big heaping tablespoon of parsley flakes, and a 1/4 teaspoon of salt and a 1/4 teaspoon of pepper, and then a 1/3 cup of mozzarella shredded cheese. And that all went right in here, and then we're just going to layer it up. It's really simple to do. So I'm going to just put all this over here aside, and then I want to show you, you don't even have to pre-grease anything because the sauce is going to go on first on the bottom. Okay, so you have your 9 by 13 pan, and you take your sauce, and this is to your liking too. I don't want to say exactly how many cups you should use. I'm trying to guesstimate if I were to tell you how many, but just put it maybe like 3/4 to a cup on the bottom, just enough so your macaroni isn't going to stick. And then with your ziti over here, I use my hands for a lot of things, so I'm just going to throw this in. It's going in the oven anyway, so I would just throw this in the bottom, just like that. Oh, I want to mention one more thing before I forget. This is important. I put an egg inside the ricotta cheese here. So all those ingredients I mentioned, plus I just plopped one egg, cracked it open, and just whipped it on in there just like that. That's just going to make it a little bit more spreadable and stuff. So do not use sour cream, use ricotta cheese. I have seen so many different recipes that they have done sour cream inside the baked ziti or inside a lasagna. Sour cream to me is for Mexican and other things, but not for a dish like this. I just find the ricotta cheese works so much better. It tastes so much better. It's just an awesome, awesome dish. So after this, then you are going to put a little bit of cheese in there, the cheese mixture that you did over here, and just kind of plop a little bit in there because we're going to layer it. And then move it around a bit. And then we're going to put some of the hamburger next. And the hamburger is seasoned, like I said, with salt and pepper and garlic powder as it's cooking on the stove. That's just to your liking. Okay, and then another bit of my sauce here. You can use any kind of sauce that you want to do. I like to use my Italian sauce. In fact, my 9-year-old, he's so cute. He yesterday was eating something, and I only had a jar of sauce, which I normally don't give my kids, but I thought he can't tell the difference. I'm just going to do this quick because I'm going to make my Italian sauce, Sunday, today. And he did. He's eating, and he's like, this doesn't taste right. And I said, what's the matter? It's, it's good. It's sauce and spaghetti. You love sauce and spaghetti. And he said, no, I don't. It's something's wrong with it. And I laughed, and I said, okay, tomorrow I'm going to make you my sauce. And he was happy with it, so he's going to have spaghetti instead of this because he won't eat. He's picky. Won't eat anything that has to do with different cheeses and meats inside his macaronis. So he will only do spaghetti, but loves my sauce. And I do have a video of that too. I have different variations of my sauce. I think I don't know if I did on a video my Italian sausage one, but I do have Italian sausage in this one here, if you can see it. And I made that one with the garlic, and I chopped up some onion, and I did my spices and hot Italian sausage links, which that's the important thing right there is the hot Italian links. Makes a big difference when you're cooking an Italian dish anyway. Okay, so there's that, and then let's see, a little bit more of the hamburger. And then after that, put in pasta. And just make sure your noodles are, I hate to call them noodles, but make sure your pasta is dry so that way it does soak up your sauce and stuff. And I guess they do have, nowadays, they have those no-bake ziti, or any pastas really. The no-bake kind you can just put in and not have to worry about pre-boiling and all that. I still haven't gotten used to that fact yet, so I'm still kind of old school on this stuff. So I still do it this way, where I boil it ahead of time, then I put it in the oven, only for like 25-30 minutes on about 350. Make sure you put some foil over the top. Keeps everything moist. Unless you're doing those no bake or no boil noodles, then actually, I take that back. Those no boil noodles, you have to make sure you really cover those tightly if you're going to be using those in your baked ziti, because those are going to be actually cooking in the oven, so those have to be covered tightly. But this one here, you still want to make sure you're going to cover it, because you want to make sure everything's going to stay really moist, and it looks like really good right now. So next I would take a little bit more of some Parmesan cheese and sprinkle that right over the top. I like to use the fresh one that we get from Trader Joe's, but I haven't gotten there prior to this video, so I'm just using what I have in the jar. It's just still, in the container, it's still really good. Okay, and there it is. So, what I do next is, like I said, on 350, I'm gonna put this in the oven, and then I'm going to show you what it looks like when it comes out. It's going to go in for 25 minutes, 25 to 30 minutes. I will check back with you, and in the meantime, I picked up myself a nice bottle of wine, and I'm going to enjoy myself for 25 minutes with a glass of wine, and I'll see you shortly. So I wanted to show you, this just came out of the oven, the baked ziti. The only thing that I did do a little different in the end is put it in for 25 minutes, and the last 5 minutes I took the foil off and I put a few handfuls of mozzarella cheese right over the top and put it back in the oven on 350 for about 5 minutes until it turns a little bit golden and melted. And the reason why I don't do that before I foil it is because once you pick that foil up with all that mozzarella cheese, you're just going to be kind of lifting all that cheese with it. So last 5 minutes, you're just going to put that mozzarella cheese over the top and put it in the oven uncovered. And I just took it out just a few minutes ago, and it's ready to go. It smells so good in this house. I just want to cut this and just show it to you on a dish. It smells so good. It looks so good. There's so much stuff in here. It's like loaded. So good. It smells amazing. Can't wait to have some. Anyways, that's what it looks like. And if you want to add, more mozzarella or more Parmesan cheese. One of the good things to do with this is just like lasagna. I took this out of the oven within 5 minutes. I just kind of wanted to show you quick and just serve it up. But it's a good thing to always let something like this sit for like 15 minutes. And that way any of the juices and all that just kind of settles and you're not going to have any wateriness to it. So that's it. That's the baked lasagna, or baked ziti, excuse me. And so thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe and see you soon.